day 2 of putting rest before everything else, and I finally decided to get on the computer and work on some things that I've been thinking about, and just to wrap my head around the last couple weeks and then the upcoming couple of months. Because this year of no plans has kind of morphed into this listening to my body, listening to what I need. And mostly what I've been needing in this year has been rest. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Katie. I've been documenting my year of no plans since January 1st. I basically stepped out of my 20 years in hospitality to focus on myself for a while. And in doing that, I've been documenting kind of what I've been going through as far as realizations about my patterns and my habits, and trying to deconstruct them all the way down to kind of the basics of, again, what I need and what I desire. And the biggest theme of this year has been rest. And for most of my life, rest has been one of those things that you have to earn. And if sleep in on your day off, or you want to read a book instead of go for a hike, you're considered lazy or unmotivated, or just all the words that make us feel like rest has to be earned. We can't just take rest because our bodies need it. And it's been really wild to me discovering how much rest my body's been craving in the past year. And now rest doesn't mean not doing anything. It's more like, yeah, getting exercise and eating healthy and staying hydrated and finding community and things like that are still a part of it. It's just not that go, 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 go mentality. I talked about this a couple videos ago about how being in Bali was like going from living at stress level 10 to living at like stress level 0. And it's because just the way the community is set up and the culture is set up, it's all about just living your day to day. And yeah, there was people working the rice fields and things like that. But most of it was centered around devotion to their gods and community and taking care of each other. And I just noticed that the vibe, the level of energy, or I'm sorry, the level of energy was high, but it was because, yeah, people weren't living at this stress level 10. And so since I've been out of that, like, living in survival mode, I've been living in like normal life mode. It's just crazy how my body is just craving rest because it's been functioning at this level for so long. It finally is like, oh, thank God we get to take a break. And my body is happy. Everything's happy except my mind. My mind is like, we should be doing something. We should be doing this, we should be doing that. We should go, 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 go. And I've just been, yes, giving into that, and also resting, letting my body drive letting yeah, my body drive the car for a while instead of my brain just taking over and being in productivity mode. And ah, it's just wild to me. wild to me growing up and feeling like everything is tied to productivity. Everything. Your self-worth, your success, your money, your, how you live, what you do. It's all productivity. The people who have the most money and have the most cars and the biggest houses and all of in and work the most hours and travel all the time, they're the productive ones, they're the successful ones. And it's like we completely overlook the people who are happy to be home and in their garden and reading a book and having one car instead of 20 cars and having, a house that's suited just for them and their family and their needs, as opposed to like 5 houses. But for some reason we've been sold this the American dream that's like more, more, more. It has to be more. It has to be, all or nothing. And it's just wild when you really sit back and start looking at that all or nothing mentality and that productivity versus rest mentality, and taking the earning rest out of the equation and just resting, and how much our minds fight it because we've been sold this notion that we didn't earn it. I didn't work for 8 hours today, so I didn't earn my rest. And just getting out of that mentality has been an ongoing challenge. I'm sure most people who are in retirement probably know exactly what I'm talking about. I think your early years, I've heard people in their early years of retirement say like it's a struggle to not wake up every day and just have 50 plans on the docket and have to like do all the, like this backlog of stuff that they've had sitting in their to-do list when they were working, and now that they're not working, they have to get all these things done. And it's like this progression. As the years go by, they slowly chip away at the to-do. They start to slow down. It's not this huge like lunge into retirement, but still being productive. They finally start to, the days slow down and the lists get shorter and the just living starts to happen. And this is one thing I talk about in the book I'm writing, Book the Damn Flight, is stop waiting for someday, because someday might not come. The people I just talked about in retirement that hit retirement with this like epic to-do list and just go, 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 go until they finally start to slow down. Some people don't reach that phase. There's other stories of people who hit retirement and immediately have like a health issue that puts them into, basically fighting for their lives and not getting to go on the epic trip they've been planning, not getting to that house remodel they've been talking about, not being able to run around with the grandkids. And like the whole point of this life isn't to just like go, 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 go until the finish line. It's to enjoy it along the way, like every step of the way, enjoying every day. And sometimes, like the stage I'm at now, it's slowing all the way down enough to be able to listen to my body, listen to the thoughts that aren't the productivity thoughts and go, go, go thoughts, like the actual, heart's desires and what my body wants. And it's so wild to be in the process of unlearning so many things that I've been told were, what I needed to do and had to do in this lifetime. So I don't know where you're at in this stage. If you're also kind of unlearning these things, or if you're, in that process of thinking, someday I want to go on a trip. Maybe someday, if you're still trying to figure that out, or if you're at the stage of slowing everything way down, if you're still at the stage where you're just like a nose to the grindstone and like pushing through, I mean, I commend you for all of your hard work and everything. I hope you're taking time to enjoy it, to enjoy at least one thing every single day, and taking the rest your body needs, taking the rest your mind needs, of just slowing it all the way down. So I'm curious, in the comments, let me know kind of where you're at in this process. If you're in the same kind of boat as me, just figuring it out, or if, you're never even really thought about it. But yeah, rest shouldn't be earned. We should be taking rest. Our bodies need it. Our minds need it. And I feel like people around us appreciate it more too when we take more rest. We're not as irritable and frustrated and angry. So yeah, let me know in the comments where you're at. And that's my story for today. Thanks for being here.